Salut Paulu, this is El Pistachio, and today is my birthday. So we're gonna do something a little different for this occasion. I'm gonna play a little short game because it's actually almost 10:30 p.m. where I am right now, which means I have 90 minutes to record, edit, and publish a video for this occasion. And that doesn't give me a lot of time, so it's going to be a short little game on the internet, which is called Will You Press the Button? This game has been around for a while, so I'm sure most of you are aware, but for those who are not, it just gives you a couple of possible scenarios where you have to make a difficult choice, because you might get something good out of it, but there'll be some dire consequences. And those who are faced with those challenges can either press the button and they're probably going to see how many other people have pressed the button, that is, but they can also choose not to. And of course there's option the results will also be available to us. So let's get right to it. The first one here is, will you press the button? You will get the car of your dreams, but you have to sit and stare at it for 6 months before you can drive it. Now, I already have a car, and it's a pretty good car, so I'm in no hurry to get another vehicle. Actually, on every time I'm giving that question, I always answer that the tank is my dream car, like the actual military vehicle. So honestly, sitting and staring at it for 6 months before I can drive it is not going to be a problem, because I wouldn't know how to drive one anyway. But I'd be perfectly fine with just staring at it and marvel at its magnificent cannon and its camouflage coloring. So, you know what? I will press the button. It seems like a worthwhile sacrifice. Actually, the trade-off is that what if it implies that you can only stare at it for 6 months and do nothing else? That could actually be quite lethal. But you know what? I'm going to assume it's not that bad. And you know what? I can always park in the back and start it through a window. So you know what? Let's go for it. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Lots of people love cars. Next. Okay. You will get your dream job with $1 million salary. Always nice. You have to go to college for 20 years. Well, I go to college doesn't mean I need to do good. I just have to go there. You know what? That could use a new go at it at college. My 2 years in university weren't the most memorable. I mean, it had some good moments, but it could have gone better. So you know what? I would love to have a good do-over, and with a huge salary as well. So let's go for it. Yep, about the same. Okay. You can stop time, but every minute you spend with time stopped will take away 1 hour of your life. Ooh, seconds add up, so you can't always stop at less than a minute. Yikes. 1 hour is not really that much in the grand scheme of things, and honestly, given the way medicine is going, I still think that my lifespan will exceed that of a lot of other people came before me. Who knows? I could have lived up to 130, but that means I'll be really frail, weak, wouldn't be able to do much of my life anyway, except just stare and watch reruns of Beast Wars all the time, which is not that bad of a life, but you know what? Might as well get it done young, and there's so much I can do with stop time. I could easily avoid having to walk through traffic. I could visit friends without spending too much time on the road, going long distances, and think of all the pranks I can do. Oh yeah, definitely worth it. Let's go for it. Ooh, evenly split. Right down to the middle too. Okay, this is going to confuse me because I may be French, but I'm not that French. I still use Canadian currency. Because I will have you know, I just so happen to have a lot of Canadian ancestry. But that I digress. So you will instantly win 10 billion euros, I think. Yeah, we'll go with that. 10 billion euros, but you will have to oh, no! Oh, I don't think I can even say that out loud. You know what? If maybe I had the power to predict that that baby would be the next tyrant, maybe I would consider it, but that baby could as easily be the next savior, or the next person to discover life in outer space, or maybe find a cure for a really bad disease. You know what? It's not worth it. No, not all the money in the world. Wow, there's a lot of monsters out there. Next. Oh, speaking of aliens, a new alien race comes to Earth and desires peace, welcoming everyone into an intergalactic federation. But, all games produced by Epic Games must be burnt and disposed of. Do I play any games by Epic Games? I can't remember. I wish I could come back to that one. Well, you know what? Games can be remade again, and the possibility of meeting alien life is too irresistible. You know what? Games don't last forever anyway, so I will push that button. Okay, looks like I made the popular choice. So, yeah, I'm not really that familiar with different gaming companies, so if you know anything about Epic Games, can you fill me in? Leave a comment below, please. Next. Working out is now 5 times more efficient. Always nice. I mean, I could really use some more muscle in these noodle arms. But all the weight you lose is rejected into fat in your feet. That sounds grotesque. First thing that came to my mind, for anyone who's seen Mad Max Fury Road, there's a character called the People Eater. He's like the financial... he's responsible for the finances of the oh shoot, what's his name? I love that movie. I should know all these names now. More than Joe, he's responsible of keeping track of how much gasoline is being used and all that. That's the first thing that came to my mind, because his feet are just grotesquely deformed. I don't think, I think that would defeat the purpose. I'd be super strong, but I'd be like a big blubbery monster. I don't think so. Yep, looks like I made the right choice. Still working on that cold. Okay, just a few more now. You would have as much money as you want, which honestly could probably ruin its value. But every stay you would have to suffer painful procedures. Ugh. Excuse me. I had gone through a couple of procedures, namely getting stitches in the back of my head after a incident with a branch. I had my wisdom tooth pulled, and honestly the most painful thing about this question is how painful is painfully not spelled properly. You know what? Again, money isn't worth it if it just causes suffering, so I will not press it. Excellent choice. Oh my. Anyone will have the eggs with you if you ask, but you'll go... It's right to the point. I don't think so. No, I can't enjoy my movies. I can't enjoy YouTube if I can't see. So no thanks. Enough said. Half-Life 3 releases in a month, but Valve would never make another single-player game. I have no idea what Half-Life 3 is. I don't even know if it's already been outed. As far as I know, this question is outdated. And actually, based on the comments, which I've kept cropped off screen, this was from 9 years ago. So, you know what? I won't even bother. Next! Any video... There's a lot of video game questions in here. Any video game you choose can become real with just one thought, and you are the main character. But it would take... It would only last 5 minutes, and you would be able to make any video games real again for 1 week. Well, that's stupid. What's the point then? One of the games I have, I conceived actually quite a few ideas for games. I've invented a couple of Pokemon games of my own, and we know those take longer than 5 minutes. I mean, this would only be useful if you're making some kind of alternative to Tetris or Pong or whatever. It's not even it's just, I mean, it's not really that bad of a trade-off, but I mean, it's just pointless. Okay, well, all the more power to you, I suppose. Okay, you will become a great astronomer and solve every scientific question in history. Fame will sound pretty tempting. But every time you beat a video game, the protagonist will come and strangle you. Yeah, well, I'm already having trouble breathing right now, so I don't think that's going to become too bad. Well, you know what? That's easy. Just play a bunch of games where the protagonist has no arms, like a Logical Journey of the Zumbinis, or how many other games where characters have no arms? I mean, what if they're really tiny? Will they just become a giant version of themselves? I mean, honestly, if I'm a great enough astronomer, maybe I can invent something that can protect my neck. So you know what? I think it's worth the risk. Yep. Okay. Again with the money, you'll be infinitely rich, but be of the gender that you don't want to be. Nah. Okay. The cast and crew of the X-Files will reunite for a new season, but for every new X-Files episode you watch, you must also watch an episode of The Bachelor. I've never been that big of a X-Files. I mean, the X-Files actually... No, it's not that I've been that big fan. I've just never gone around to watching those. When it was airing, I was too young to be allowed to watch it. I mean, it was more for my parents. But I've seen one episode with a friend, the one where this guy finds a genie and all the wishes backfire. And that was a pretty fun episode. I'm pretty sure that was like one of those like goofy episodes that was an odd one out. So you know what? Maybe what I'll rather do is just enjoy the show as is. I mean, just because it's going to be a new season doesn't mean it's going to be a good one. I mean, a lot of reunites have not gone well from what I've heard. And I don't want to sit through The Bachelor. It sounds like a terrible reality TV show, so I won't press it. Yep, looks like I made the right choice once again, which is only natural for a French person like me. But I think that's enough buttons. I think that's enough buttons pressed for today. If you want to see me go through more of these, just feel free to request. Again, this is going to be just a short one. We're going to end things here. Sorry. And, actually, I'm going to steal an idea from Markiplier and load this next question here. You can play any musical instrument beautifully, but you'll feel the excruciating pain on your hands each time you play an instrument. So I'm going to leave this one unanswered and leave it up to you to fill in the comments as well with answers. Sorry, Mark. I hope you don't mind me sending ideas. I'm probably going to do that a lot in the future. No regrets. Anyway, video's over now. Bye!